Hello and welcome to this edition of FYI Weekly, your official source for City of Greensboro news and information. North Carolina has been ranked #1 in Site Selection Magazine's annual workforce development rankings. This reinforces the state's reputation as a top destination for business investment and talent-driven growth. Site Selection Magazine is one of the most widely read and trusted publications serving corporate real estate executives, site selectors, and economic development professionals worldwide. Its annual workforce development rankings are closely watched by companies making location and expansion decisions, evaluating states on factors such as workforce readiness, training capacity, labor quality, and alignment between education and industry needs. North Carolina's top ranking reflects the strength of its workforce ecosystem, anchored by the North Carolina Community College System, a network of 58 colleges serving all 100 counties. Through programs including NC Edge customized training, Apprenticeship NC, the Small Business Center Network, and Bio Network, the system works directly with employers to deliver industry-aligned training that supports both expansion and competitiveness. The site selection nod comes just months after North Carolina was named CNBC's top state for business. Site Selection Magazine's annual workforce development rankings evaluate states on factors such as training programs, labor quality, and workforce readiness. North Carolina's #1 ranking highlights its ability to align education, industry, and economic development to meet the demands of a rapidly evolving economy. As part of the city's ongoing efforts to improve parking efficiency and increase turnover in areas with high demand, the Greensboro Department of Transportation is implementing paid parking in several downtown surface lots. The change is in effect and follows recommendations from the 2024 Downtown Parking Plan. The rates apply to the Elm Green, Elm McGee, and Elm MLK paved lots, in addition to the gravel lot on South Elm. The parking rate in the South Elm gravel lot is $3 per day. The parking rate in all paved city surface lots is $2 per hour. In some cases, that's an increase of 50 cents. Payment in all surface lots will be required Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. and must be made through the Park mobile app or by phone as the city begins to transition away from coin-operated parking meters. Parking in these lots will continue to be free after 6 p.m. and on the weekends. Parking enforcement teams are patrolling the new paid lots, starting with educating violators prior to these new regulations being enforced. For questions or to request monthly parking in any of these lots, please contact the Parking Operations Office at 336-373-4786. Guilford County is encouraging residents and businesses to share feedback by taking a brief online survey about how they manage garbage and recycling. This will assist county staff with developing a solid waste management plan. The survey gathers information on service satisfaction, recycling habits, accessibility, and community priorities related to waste management. Residents and business owners can visit the county's website until Friday, January 16th to share input on waste and recycling services. The county wants to capture what's working well and where improvements are needed with waste and recycling services. The survey responses will help Guilford County Environmental Services plan more efficient, sustainable, and responsive services. The Solid Waste Management Plan will guide future decisions about collection programs, infrastructure investments, recycling initiatives, and environmental protection. Community input is essential to ensure the plan reflects the needs and experiences of Guilford County residents and the business community. For more information about Guilford County Environmental Services, visit the county's website. One way to stay informed about decisions that impact you and our city is by attending or tuning in to City Council meetings at 5:30 p.m. on the first and third Tuesday of the month. The fourth Tuesday is reserved for a meeting as needed. These City Council meetings take place in the Katie Dorsett Council Chamber on Level 2 of the Melvin Municipal Office Building, located at 300 West Washington Street. The public is allowed in person, but only in a limited capacity. Those who choose not to be in the building can participate virtually. The Greensboro City Council meetings are broadcast right here on GTN. The meetings are also streamed live on the city's website and on Cablecast. To review the council meeting schedule and agendas, please visit the city's website. Middle and high school students from across the state will converge on the campus of North Carolina A&T State University to let off some steam. Coming up after the break, we'll delve into the day-long competition aimed at developing our next generation of engineers. Stay with us. Welcome back to FYI Weekly. Middle and high school students from across the state are fostering STEAM skills, teamwork, innovation, and community outreach thanks to a statewide competition. Joining me now to tell us about the First Tech Challenge is Dr. Corey Bennett. He is the Director of STEAM Engagement at North Carolina A&T State University. Hello, Dr. Bennett. Welcome to the show.
Hello. Thank you for inviting me.
Absolutely. So let's talk a little bit about STEM and what that means for the future. What inspired you to champion robotics and STEM engagement statewide, and how has your vision evolved over the years?
So, great question. What inspired me was I knew nothing about FIRST, for inspiration and recognition of science and technology. And I had this opportunity, right? I worked in industry for 12, 13 years, doing various things like microprocessor design and testing, and I always wanted to get into education. I had the opportunity to come back to A&T, and they said, well, Dr. Bennett, you need to, if you're interested in STEM, we have this great opportunity that you need to look into. And I said, oh, great. I was in Texas at the time, came back for a couple weeks to see what was the situation. You need to go to a first Lego League Challenge tournament that has to do with middle school, 4th through 8th grade students. First Lego League Challenge, what is that? So just go to this tournament to see it. So I went. It took less than 15 minutes for me to say, this is what I want to do. Because when you get there, it's a robotics competition where you see kids, 4th through 8th grade students running around trying to do robotics and automation in a competition competitive format, but they're having fun, they're smiling and being engaged and talking to each other. Even though they're competing against each other, they're helping each other out. And walking around and talking to different coaches and mentors and teams, I said, I need to learn more about this program and what's involved. And that started me from just seeing it, because growing up where I grew up, elementary, middle school, and high school, no such opportunities.
Absolutely.
No
So
such opportunities.
that can be a barrier. So talk a little bit about that in terms of how do you access STEM opportunities when there are barriers? How do you remove those?
From my experience in my position as program delivery partner and for FIRST and STEM engagement, director of STEM engagement at College of Engineering at North Carolina A&T, had a lot of time and exposure to different situations within the communities across the state. There are barriers everywhere, right? And how do you overcome those barriers? It's not just one response. It takes a community. It takes a community to get involved, and that community is just mothers and fathers, industry partners, anybody who just interested in helping and mentoring the younger community. That's what it takes, that to become one, become that, and because you can't do it by yourself, right. Just by a title alone. I have 2 planning committees that are established. Those planning committees are actually people within the community who are excited and who are committed to helping improve the STEM education within the communities. And they are part of my planning committee that I go to for advice, because I can't live in all the communities and understand the challenges, across the state. So they help me out, and that's what it's going to take a teamwork of North Carolina interested and excited workforce and people in general.
Fantastic. So speaking long-term vision for North Carolina's youth robotics ecosystem, how can the community support your work other than the folks that you just mentioned?
STEM in general, the STEM ecosystem is growing, and it's involved, and the people, those in the community that can assist me, in my opinion, is to first, they have to learn what exists, what STEM education opportunities exist within the community. And that's the first thing. Then they have to, once they get that understanding, they have to communicate to each other, right? And spread the word saying, did you know that this, I have this young child, and there's an opportunity to introduce them to STEM in this exciting fashion. Can you spread the word, and do you want to get involved? Because again, it takes a community to make this thing grow, community of volunteers to make this thing grow. Once they become understanding of what exists, then they have to understand if there's a person, a point of contact like myself, or North Carolina A&T State University, or other what we call program delivery or organizations for FIRST, or STEM or educational institutions or organizations in general, learn who that point of contact is and take that first step in contacting that person and seeing if, what's the best way to get involved, and how can we gain access, how can our community gain access to your whatever you provide, workshops, training situations, or like this is a competition.
Yes.
So they must take an effort, a step to contact those in charge, because like me personally, I enjoy doing this. It's very exciting. This is what I'm here for. This is what I'm driving for, to create a workforce of youth who will become our future engineering and world leaders. And I'm sure there are other people within the communities that feel the same way. And they just want that opportunity. If you contact them, they will share their information to you and help you gain the additional information about how to become a partner or how to participate in these events.
Okay, well, they're certainly at the right place. Yes. North Carolina A&T is the hub and that foundation for engineering and future engineers, so we thank you for stopping by and taking us behind the scenes of the future robotics and STEM programming and why it's so important. Do come back and give us updates on these competitions.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Coming up after the break, we'll showcase our department spotlight, but first, prepare to mark your calendars for the places to go and things to do on the town.
I'm Dave, and here are some special events happening this week on the town. The City Parks and Recreation Department's Winter Hiking Series kicks off January 17th with a walk on the Nathaniel Green Trail. This out-and-back watershed route runs along Lake Brant. The hike will cover approximately 3 miles. Learn more about this and other winter wanderings online at greensboro-nc.gov. The Greensboro History Museum hosts a Little Lions Saturday, January 17th, for preschool and elementary school-aged children. Discover Greensboro's history through fun activities, including a hat hunt. The children will learn about historic clothing and make a tricorn hat. Learn more about this free program at greensborohistory.org. When the dust of the Piedmont meets the shimmer of strings, something magical happens. His Golden Messenger, a folk and Americana band and songwriting project, teams with the Greensboro Symphony for a special performance January 17th at the Tanger Center. Find tickets and information about this lush, lyrical, and larger-than-life event at tangercenter.com. The First Horizon Coliseum hosts The Dream MLK Fest January 18th. This high-energy musical celebration honors the legacy of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. through rhythm, unity, and purpose. The show features some of the South's hottest artists, including YFN Lucci, YK Nice, and Belly Gang Cushington. Find tickets online at gsocomplex.com. Stay tuned to FYI Weekly for more happenings on the town.
Welcome back. The City of Greensboro has more than 20 departments and several divisions committed to serving you, our residents, and visitors. Let's go behind the scenes in our department spotlight. The city's Office of Code Compliance invites the public to attend the next session of Code Academy. The purpose is to educate residents about the role of code compliance and zoning inspectors. Mark your calendar and plan to attend the class on Monday, February 9th at 5:30 p.m. at the Smith Active Adult Center located at 2401 Fairview Street. Code compliance inspectors will provide an overview of the city's housing and nuisance codes, explaining what they cover and how violations are addressed. Topics include nuisances, housing standards, zoning regulations, front yard parking, and illegal dumping. For more information, please contact Code Compliance Operations Manager Jared LaRue at 336-451-0198 or visit the city's website. Coming up after the break is our Way to Go GSO shout out. Stay with us. As we draw to a close, we always want to end on a positive note with our Way to Go GSO shout out. This week's shout out goes to the Greensboro Parks Foundation. The nonprofit is partnering with the Guilford County Veterans Memorial Board to support the enhancement and restoration of the Veterans Memorial located at Country Park. The partnership establishes the board as one of the foundation's community impact partners, providing fiscal sponsorship and fundraising support to modernize and expand this community landmark. The partnership comes as the Guilford County Veterans Memorial Board undertakes a comprehensive capital campaign to restore and enhance the memorial resulting from storm damage in an effort to create a more engaging experience for visitors. The project will expand the memorial's mission beyond the 21st century to honor today's veterans and future generations of service members. The estimated construction cost is approximately $440,000, with additional phases planned for interactive technology components. Construction will begin when at least 50% of the funds are secured, with the groundbreaking anticipated early this year. That concludes this edition of FYI Weekly, but you can easily stay connected to the latest city news by linking to us on Facebook, Twitter, Blue Sky, and Instagram. Alexa users can subscribe to our 5-minute flash briefings, which airs on 90.1 FM, 100.7 FM, and 90.5 FM. Be sure to download both weekly podcasts, Talk City Greensboro and Talk City in Espanol. Plus, GTN is streaming on Cablecast. For all of us here at the City of Greensboro, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.